Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, what's up, Cleveland?
Cleveland, 45.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Sunday night. Sunday night in the biz. Right? Welcome back to another Outlaw Radio Show.
I'm so excited to be here.
Back at it, Jim.
I had to put my red sweatshirt on a few minutes ago because I had the black sweatshirt on, and Jeff said I looked like I had a floating head.
The floating
he was
head.
talking with the floating head, and he was right. Oh, my God.
I was like, you need to change.
Whoa.
You look like your head is just floating above everything
Yeah,
else.
it was not a pretty sight.
Oh, boy, we have a good one tonight, Jim. We have great music.
That's what I heard.
You just heard Stadler.
Stadler. That's very executive sounding.
Right? That was a great, great song. He goes by Harry Stads, I believe, but his band's called Stadler, and that's what kicked it off. And that was a pretty cool song. I really liked the intro. It fits really well with our intro music and stuff.
I thought it was a good way to start the show. I guess all you really needed to do was just go buy some more beer, but...
Well, you had too many cigarettes.
Were they menthols?
And not enough.
Even, can you imagine
and not enough
menthols just all night?
Not enough beer whatsoever. Anyway, Jim, so we have a great show tonight. As you know, we're playing new music by you. We have Rev It Up. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say about yourself?
That's okay. I'll let you go.
Okay.
It's not, the show's not all about me.
Well, it could be.
It is
a little
one
bit.
of these days it is going to be.
All right.
Actually, that's the song, One of These Days.
I don't know why you hit that. I didn't mean to do that.
It made me laugh.
Yeah, well, it was good. We also have Rev It Up from L.A. We have a new song by My Cleveland Project tonight,
Ooh.
which will actually be the next song we play, so you know. We have Pet by After the Apocalypse. Very cool song. You like them a lot. I've played it for you before. We also have Conspiracy 216, DSR, and ending the show is again Hard Handed with
some heavy stuff?
Wretch Master.
Yeah.
Some heavy ass shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know you love it.
Can't even do it. I'll have to work on that.
And then we
Wow.
also have Sozin, which we've played a couple times. I really like them a lot. I believe they're from North Carolina, so we're going to give them a round tonight.
I hear they're starting to get some help down there.
Yeah, that's what Trump's in office, and he finally gave him more than $750. I think he's going to help rebuild that whole area.
I just can't believe this past week what I've heard everybody say. Well, what's he's doing? It's mind-boggling. How can any one person do that? I mean, he's not a youngster.
No, he's 78, right?
It blows me away, actually.
It's amazing to me. But we'll talk about that later in the show. We got all of our political rants and all that craziness. At 8 p.m., we have an interview with Tattoo Baby. She's a model and a rock jock in Chicago. She's on 84.7, and she does a lot of stuff. We're going to talk to her tonight.
And we're going to see her on the screen, too?
Yeah, she's going to join us live.
Can't wait.
Yeah, she's a sexy, sexy girl.
Make sure to get a lot of her. We could just, a little bit of us, a lot of her.
We'll just push ourselves right off the screen, put her front and center. But, we also have the drone update with the Paranormal Chef, Matt Gutka. We're going to talk about drones. I got some questions I'm going to ask him. I'm going to try to stump him tonight with a good one. We also have Mr. Moonlight's Shanae News. And what's that detail for later?
We're going to be talking about Mr. Bill Clinton in the 90s and
piece of shit
and the birth of the deep state, it appears.
Cool. Very cool, because all that stuff's in the news right now. All right, so we also have some updates on shows, concerts, music stuff, venues, and whatever. And I know how your week was, Jim. We spent a lot of time together this week. We worked on a lot of stuff.
Yes, we did.
We had
this isn't easy. Even once a week, it's stressful and stuff. So I'm giving the media a lot more credit than I ever did before. It's not as easy as just sitting there and talking. They make it look easy if they're good at it.
Well, that's right. Well, we talked about content before, and it's a thing that we have to do weekly. I think we get ideas after today's show. We know what next week's going to be about, and then we go from there. And it's pretty much like 3 or 4 hours of actual real work.
And Jeff does all the scheduling and talking to the people and getting them all scheduled, months in advance. That's a lot of work. So a lot of credit to you guys that do those podcasts and stuff.
Well, we have a very busy February. We have a lot of guests and interviews. March is all scheduled. I posted it yesterday, and we already started working on April.
Oh, man, that's something.
I'm really hoping to bring Mark Berry back into the fold.
Oh, boy.
Want to bring My Cleveland Project back on the show. Want to bring Conspiracy 216. I want to bring the Let It Burn band, and we're going to bring on a lot of people in Cleveland that really support Outlaw Radio.
It's a two-way street, guys.
It sure is, and
you got to promote yourself, too.
My Cleveland Project knows that too well.
Not just us doing it for you.
Yes, not just us. You got to also contribute as well. So, Jim, it was a very odd week with lots of critical things happening. So I want to lighten the mood with a little political rant for you, okay? Because I just love these posts on Facebook. And then, guys, it had me thinking. I was thinking about this. Mean messages, right? I'm sure we all get them. Not just mean messages. There's crazy, weird comments that people put up, crazy posts. So I thought it'd be fun if you wanted to copy and paste them, put them on the show in your comments, and we could read them live on air. We could read the person's first name unless it's a complete giveaway. Then we won't say their name.
Pretty interesting. I got to hear what some people are saying.
All right, so this political rant I found this week, I cannot say this person's first name. If I was to say his first name, it would totally give it away. If I was to say his last name, it would give it away. So we are not going to say his name. And I guess it's been redacted like the FBI Hunter Biden files. So we redacted that, okay? Now, this is him talking in his post. Okay, just announced on Meet the Corporate Whores, press. Women and children swept up in immigration raids will be put in our concentration camps as well, as per camp commandant and dog murderer Kristi Noem. I saw that and I was like, oh, good Lord.
Wow. Keep it going.
That is some crazy shit. You know why they call her dog murderer?
I think I did at one point.
I guess she had a dog that was completely out of control, was attacking and biting people, so she put it down, and she put it down herself.
Oh, okay.
And I guess she admitted that in something down the line, and yeah, that's why they call her the dog murderer.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's all you could come up with?
And have you seen Kristi Noem? She is one beautiful chick, man.
I think if you could only murder humans, right? You can't murder animals. Am I right about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
you don't murder a dog, you kill it maybe. So his terminology and use of the English language is lacking. Plus his stupidity and vulgarity.
What was the name of that movie? Not Cujo, but the other one where he had to go out and shoot his own dog. What the hell?
Old Yeller?
Old Yeller.
That was the greatest movie. Why don't you get down on Festus Parker?
Yeah, I guess Kristi Noem was dealing with an Old Yeller, and she put it out of its misery.
I think that movie makes you cry, doesn't it, Old Yeller? I think I did.
Oh, Pa, no. Don't make me put her down.
Oh, that was the worst. I mean, the best.
Old Yeller.
Oh, man. Don't get me into it.
Are you going to cry?
I was acting.
Oh, wow. You're a great actor, Jim.
Yeah, I'm working at it.
I also wanted to point out to you guys that I'm sporting something for today's show. I don't know if you noticed it, but I like to wear band shirts. I love when you guys give me shirts. But this is Devil's Rodeo. They're a rockabilly, country, honky-tonk, rock and roll, beer drinking, tattoo loving, big boob praising.
They know how to have a good time. Aren't they going to be playing with us, hopefully, at that...
Well, let's talk about it then right now, and then we'll go into a song after that. But we have something cool coming up. Been talking to the Boutique in Wellington. Great place. Super friendly people. They put on like festivals all summer long where they'll Every weekend they have something going on.
Wellington is a gem in Ohio. It really is.
Beautiful there, man.
That
Very
whole,
cool.
that whole area, people.
Yeah.
It's
Great history.
You're out in the country. It's just a total vibe, you know. From you leave Cleveland and less than an hour later, you're living in the country, and it's just a different lifestyle, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this summer, though, what I want to do is when we're there, take a walk downtown and check out some of the other locations around there. It looks like a really cool little town.
And
we only just drove through it.
And I love the boutique. That's what it's called, right? The boutique? Boutique.
Yeah, the boutique in Wellington. So what it is they have a smoke shop, and they do like pipes and all kinds of stuff, and they actually make them there. And then out back, they have like, I don't know, an acre or so or more. When they set up, there's Angelina. They set up like tents and all this stuff, and then they have all these vendors there. And then they have a stage, and they put on music. And it's a good time.
I can't wait. There's a lot of work to be done.
A lot of work.
I have to be talking to some people. I got to line it up.
So April 24th through the 26th, Outlaw Radio will be at Boutique, broadcasting live all 3 days. There's going to be bands playing. There's going to be vendors, artists, all kinds of fun and shenanigans. I can't wait.
Didn't they have like almost free food last time too or something? Hot dogs or something? So
it was so cheap that it might as well have been free. And I think
it's free to get. There's no admission.
There's no admission whatsoever. And it's a great time. And I'm fucking pumped. And I just dropped the F-bomb.
Hopefully it'll be successful, and we can do it in October or something too there. Maybe they'll be up for that.
Yeah, it'd be very cool. You know, if it is successful, then maybe it's something where maybe we could do it 2 or 3 times a year.
That would be great. And plus, there's other places that do this too.
Angelina is just blowing up Facebook right now. Nobody else can hear the notifications, but we get them. There's like 14 in a row. I think she just woke up. Right?
Sleepyhead.
All right, so we're going to jump back into the music. I got something really cool for you. This came to me this morning. I was really excited about it because I've been waiting for new music from them. So this is my Cleveland project. I believe it's called That Thursday Night. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. But this is my Cleveland project. And check this out. Angelina just blows it up.
Officer McLaughlin, please see the woman on Miller Avenue. shots fired. The suspect, white male, late 30s, 190 pounds, wearing a black shirt, blue jeans. Proceed with caution.
When the gun went off, it ripped my heart in two. Something I never wanted to, and I put in you. The night is on my mind, I'll never forget. Didn't know the gun was loaded, didn't see the threat. Never knew that it was over until you drew your last breath. Holding you in my arms so tight, never wanted to let go. Never knew that it was over until you drew your last breath. Holding you in my arms so tight, never wanted to let go.
Is it over?
Yes, it is.
Oh, listen to that piano again. They even had clapping. Huh? No, that's us.
Are you ready?
Hi, this is Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio. What's up? My Cleveland Project.
I had no idea. Boy, it really is something when you have good singing and harmonies and stuff.
Yes, that was excellent. I love that song. That was very, very good. Thank you so much for sending it out to us.
Yeah, that's very, very pleasant to listen to. Nice distortion on the guitar chords. The guitar solo wasn't trying to just shred and show off. It was playing some nice sustained notes. Hey, I'm digging it, guys.
And the only thing that I'll say that I didn't like about the song,
Is that it ended?
that it ended and the guitar solo wasn't longer.
Oh, well, they do that on purpose. They tease you.
Yeah, it was a tease.
Come on back. You know, if you write a 20-minute song, you're going to listen to it once a year. If you write a 2-minute song, you listen to it 20 times a year.
That was really good. Thank you so much, My Cleveland Project. Also, another round of applause. Very good, guys. Loved it. Hey, when we were on break and the music was playing, I saw a little conversation between Jason P. and Matt Guca talk about the Epstein files. Right, guys? I know you're hearing me. So check this out. Word is the Epstein list is coming. Attorney General Pam Bondi promised to release it as soon as possible. I saw that in the news. I told you about that on, I think, Thursday
It's mind-blowing.
or Tuesday, whatever day we hung out. We hung out a couple times. And then the other thing I saw, the next day, they were announcing that the Epstein list is coming. And I saw a comment from Matt, how he said it's equal left and equal amount of people on the right. You're exactly right. That's very true.
Good.
That list is huge. It includes Trump.
Anybody.
It includes that Maxwell, that crazy Maxwell lady. I mean, all kinds of people went to Epstein Island.
She's already up there for, what, 15 years or 20 years or
She's
something?
annoying.
So she's out of there.
I know we're going to talk about this later in the show, but we will be talking about Bill Clinton's deep state. And here's something also about Epstein Island. Bill Clinton had more flights to Epstein Island than any person on the list. And did you also know that he flew on the private plane that had the bedroom on it?
I heard about that. Right.
Bill Clinton also is supposed to have sex tapes that include him and Prince Andrew with young girls.
Couldn't even wait 5 minutes. I mean, how long is that flight?
Man,
What, 10 minutes? You needed a quickie? You couldn't wait 10 minutes?
I did not have sexual relations with all those young women. Bill Clinton. These are a super piece of shit. But yeah, those guys were talking about the Epstein list, and we're going to talk about Bill Clinton. And I have some Epstein information to talk about later. So it's very interesting that you guys brought that up.
Can I bring something up? You were talking about that quote that you just read. Were you done with that or with that bit?
Oh, about the political rant?
Well, yeah, that one that I thought you had.
Bill
you
Clinton?
Had, no, the one you were just saying that you read a rant that someone had. That was
Oh, yeah, that was
obscene.
my-
Was that it?
That was my only rant.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe we stopped in the middle of that thing. I wanted to hear the conclusion, but
Oh,
okay.
Here, well, since you missed it, I'll do it one more time, and unfortunately, you guys have to hear it as well. But the rant went, okay, just announced on Meet the Corporate Whores, press. Women and children swept up in immigration raids will be put in our concentration camps as well, as per camp commandant and dog murderer Christy Nome. That was an actual post put on Facebook this week.
Do you have more of those
No, and that's why I had
Oh,
the
okay.
idea was let's get our listeners out there. Let's have a little bit of fun with it, and let's start sending in crazy posts and rants and whatever else you want to send in. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit this week. Not just liberal stuff or political rants, but there's also like just crazy people out there talking a bunch of crazy, stupid shit, Jim.
Unbelievable. Well, we're starting with the tidbits, and I have a tidbit for Jeff right now. Did you know there are more hydrogen atoms in a single molecule of water than there are stars in the entire solar system?
That blows my mind.
That blows my mind. 300 miles of tunnels built by Hamas was funded by us. Whoopee!
By
Okay.
tax dollars?
Yes.
Oh, that made
At least it was well spent.
That made me so crazy this week when I saw how all the money is spent and where our taxpayer money goes. But we'll talk about that later. So I want to tell you something else that's going on, where we will be, okay? Jim and I have been very busy on our own projects. He's busy with Cakewalk and recording and putting new music out there. I'm busy trying to get everything done, organized week to week. It's been a long, cold winter, but it also has been a race to get all this stuff done by spring, right?
I agree.
There's so many things going on. You guys have no idea how much is going on right now, but we're so excited to be announcing it soon. But we have festivals coming up. Outlaw Radio is going to be at a lot of places this summer. It's going to be great.
Looking forward to it.
So where we're going to be at, February 22nd, we will be at the Vortex in Akron. We're going to see our friends Oblivia. Convey the Signs plays Inherently Lost with a couple opening bands as well. On February 28th, we're going to go to Backstage Bar and see World's End.
Oh, I can't wait. I know they played recently, and I missed it.
They're my favorite cover band in Cleveland.
Oh, man. He's the best front man I think I've ever met, that I've ever listened to in Cleveland ever. And that's even better than Billy Pettijohn, who was that Doors tribute band back in the 70s or something.
Yeah. So also on February...
Even Paul Fairweather, I think.
Oh, yeah,
this
Paul
guy,
Fairweather.
We have a lot of good ones in Cleveland, no doubt. But, man, that guy... Wish I
You
knew
say
his
Michael
name right
Stanley,
offhand. In World's End, that guy, jeez.
So that night, we're going to see World's End. Before that, me and Jim are going to a date night Cleveland event with single ladies.
Did I know this and I forgot?
You said yes.
Oh,
You wrote me back and you're like, absolutely, we're going to that first.
what is it again? A date night?
It's called Date Night Cleveland, and they put on singles events, and this just happens to be in our age range. I believe it goes 30 to like 70 or something like that. And there's going to be a bunch of ladies there. They're going to have speed dating. It's going to be like
I don't remember agreeing to that, but I'll try it, I
It's
guess.
a singles networking thing.
Wow.
And, well, maybe you're not interested because you get so many ladies.
I do. I've had up to one in the past couple of years, I think.
Yeah, but he's don't be fooled by Mr. Moonlight. He's got lots of ladies that are talking to him. Lots of ladies. More so than me, I think. So we're going to do the date night thing.
But you're so good looking.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then we're going to do the World Zen thing. And then Monday nights, I really love Monday nights because Spotlight Cleveland has Josh Donato
Oh,
doing the acoustic jams, and that guy's amazing.
that's Monday, right?
That's Monday at Spotlight Cleveland. Another cool non-traditional venue that I would love to do something at with Outlaw Radio. Maybe like a show or something from their location.
It's Josh is one of those guys. When you play with him, he'll do the job every time. You don't have to worry about it. He doesn't not know a chord and then hit a wrong chord and shank like that. The guy is just total. I had so much fun playing. We did a few songs this past week, Spotlight Cleveland, and that Billy Idol song. We ruled on that one. Good job, Josh.
Hey, Jason Peace said, get some pussy, Jim.
Oh, God, yes.
Jim's like, I'm on it, bro. I've been on it for months. Trying to get it. Use it until you lose it. Didn't Steve Carell say that in 40-Year-Old Virgin? I heard if you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Was that supposed to be funny or something?
Yeah,
he
it
did
was
it.
supposed to be.
Oh, okay, maybe it was when he said it.
Hey, this girl,
Sorry, Jeff.
This girl at work said to me, she's like, I'd hook up with you, but I'd be afraid you'd have a stroke.
Oh,
And I was like, from your fat ass? I doubt it. Gotta get there first. Shit, that's funny. She's probably watching the show right now like, what a dick.
is there another song coming up soon, or
Yes, we do.
do
Are you excited about the next song? Do you know who this next song is?
is that my song? Maybe.
Yeah, and
I forget.
also, since it is your song, I
Okay.
did not forget that I have to do this.
At the end of the song, you know it. And when the song ends, I keep it going, and you hear me putting the drumsticks down and walking across the room to the control board.
So,
I'm gonna put like Pink Floyd. I'm gonna put some bugs in there and flies and stuff,
oh, my bad.
just like Uma Guma on that one song where he's going downstairs and. Okay, anyways.
All right, so, Jim, introduce your song.
Well, this song is called "One of These Days." It doesn't sound anything like Pink Floyd. And I was checking out YouTube videos, and this one guy had a video. I think he's from New Zealand. Really, he was phenomenal Delta blues player. And he goes, "I'm going to give you a lesson." So he says, "This is the first Delta blues riff I teach all my students." Well, 100 hours later, I finally was able to play it. It sounds easy. At least it wasn't easy for me.
Yeah, very cool.
So that's why the song is about me playing the Delta blues, and someday I'll actually learn how to play the Delta blues. So with that said,
Every time I hear the name One of These Days, I think, One of These Days from Pink Floyd. That always plays in my head.
I know I'm messing with people.
Yeah.
They're thinking, hey, you can't do that.
All right, so here we go. This is Mr. Moonlight, One of These Days.
Crank up, I think, the volume.
I'm going to crank this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I almost learned how to play blues guitar the Delta way. I almost learned how to play the Delta blues the right way. Maybe someday I'll learn how to play one of these days. One of these days I'll learn how to play the blues guitar I'll do. Well, someday I'll get me that woman who does what I do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Someday she'll walk in my door. Someday she'll walk in my door. Someday she'll walk in my door. Someday. I'm gonna get myself a car and a job and maybe a haircut, and I'll learn how to play blues guitar the dirty way. Yeah, that's what I say. Oh yeah, maybe someday I'll learn how to play one of these days. I'll learn how to play blues guitar the Delta way. Oh. Flower in a tree.
Now we're on. Good song, Jim. Very cool.
Well, thank you.
Very, very cool. That ending was him in the studio just playing around at the very end. You can hear him walking away from the board. You can hear him putting the guitar sticks down. I'm sorry, the drumsticks down. The guitar sticks. Putting down the guitar stick.
It was a good try.
All right, so One of These Days by Jim Bellinger.
Thank you. Thank you.
A very cool song about learn to play the Delta blues.
That riff is not easy.
Oh,
It sounds easy. It's
he
not.
really did spend over 100 hours.
I swear to
doing
God,
it.
I did.
Yeah.
And I still have to work on it before I play it because I forget.
Jason said he likes the premise of this song, where we all got to start somewhere.
That's right. You start with the first riff.
That's very true. And me and Jim had brunch today, had the little meeting before we did the show tonight. Wanted to go over some stuff. And we were talking about, starting to do things and starting to really get rolling on stuff. And I mentioned to him, I said, Jim, do you remember the very first show we did? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
And he was like, man, after that first show, I pretty much dissected everything about myself on the show.
I was not happy at all. I'm moving around like this, and I'm squinting at the screen.
Yes,
Stuff
you
like
were.
that.
And then he was like, and it reminded me of some of my past co-hosts that I've worked with in the past. But he was like, I don't like my angle. I don't like the way I look on camera. I don't like the lights. Remember that? And I was like, calm down, Lisa.
Where's my production manager?
Oh, man, I got to turn that down. I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot about turning that down. I had to crank Jim up. So now we got to turn you down. I hate this part.
We still have. We're hiring for a. We're looking for a production manager during the show.
Yeah, we are still hiring.
Yeah.
Ruth didn't work out.
No.
Not at all. Right?
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
So I've been doing all the production. I'm probably going to do the production all through the rest of the year. I think it's going to work. Haven't made too many mistakes.
No,
today.
you're doing good today, I think.
Yeah. Jim has not written anything down, so.
Good grades so far.
So I want to thank everybody that's joined the show. Jason P., Matt Gutka, My Cleveland Project stopped by. Angelina Green did stop by. She's just not in the chats, but she is here, and she's listening to the show, as well as some other people that are on, but they're not really communicating with us right now. But all good, Jim.
I have the song. I have the game on in the other room. Maybe during the next song, I'll go see what the score is, so I could tell you guys, so you don't.
Or they could, our listening audience could give us a update on the game. Please just tell me that the Chiefs are losing. That's if the Chiefs are winning, don't even tell me. But Matt Gutka said, "All good, Jim. You were on Loud and Local with him when you were on that Halloween show, right?" And no, you were on the Halloween show, and then Matt came on the November show. And then we were all there together.
We gotta document all the shows. I know it's on YouTube, but I just gotta start doing that. I like to write things down because I forget 9 out of 10 things.
Jim has a million Post-it notes.
I do everywhere.
He even has a Post-it note on the last time he got laid. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you do or not. All right, so before we get into Jim's Shenanay News, okay, I have something that I want to read from last week, okay? Jim had brought up stuff about the FBI, and I love to do investigative reporting, and I like to read a lot. So I wanted to know some stuff that he mentioned about the FBI. I wanted to know a little more detail. And I think what I'm going to do is, as we go on from shows to show down the line, we're going to talk about the FBI because they're in the news a lot, right? And there's a lot of history there.
That is correct.
Especially with Hoover and some of that older stuff that goes back to like JFK and stuff. That stuff is really cool.
Some of that stuff's going to be coming out soon.
Very soon. So Jim talked about the FBI, and I read into this, and it says, can the FBI director be fired by the president? Because there's a lot of talk about the president firing the FBI director. And it says,
I thought you could.
Yep. The director of the FBI can be removed from office by the President of the United States. After removal and until a replacement is confirmed by the U.S. Senate, a deputy director automatically acts in its role. Okay? So yes, the President of the United States can absolutely fire the director of the FBI.
Well, Comey left, right? And then the deputy director, ever get his name? Then he took charge, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And he was just as bad, I think.
He was bad too. But I think it's kind of like the Good Old Boy Network. They're probably all tied at the hip together. It's like the police, right?
No, I would think so.
It's hard to not putting the police down or anything like that. But I'm not even gonna get into the police. I still have to drive home. They might know where I'm at. They could trace my URL.
Yeah. We'll let you know our URL. If you need to know anything, just type in URL. I love, who said that? Was that the mayor of?
Yeah, and didn't Bill Clinton also say something stupid about websites and URLs? I've been looking up all these websites. There's websites everywhere.
Yeah, he did.
What an idiot. Yeah, you're right with the times, buddy. Okay, so who has authority over the FBI, right? Within the U.S. Department of Justice, the FBI is responsible to the Attorney General, and it reports its findings to U.S. attorneys across the country. The FBI's intelligence activities are overseen by the Director of National Intelligence. Who is the Director of National Intelligence now?
Is it a female?
It
No.
is.
Oh.
And I think, I'm not
Is she-
100% sure.
Not that it matters, but I think she's good looking. Is that true?
Let me find my girl. I know Jason P. loves her, so we're going to bring it up. Where you at, baby? There you are.
Really? Okay.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yes.
She's going to be taking that over. That's crazy, right?
I can't believe the responsibilities all those people have that they're taking on.
Let me remind you.
Can't be easy.
She was called a she an insurrectionist as well. She was also labeled a Russian asset by the media during Biden's administration. Isn't that crazy? She totally scolded Kamala when they were running. When Kamala was running for president. You remember when Kamala ran for president?
She did a good
man.
job.
She crushed her. So that's, Tulsi Gabbard. So, fuck, man, you guys really screwed up when you said all that stuff about her. So, you know she's going to be going for you. So I have one last thing, and we'll play a song, and then we'll come back and do Shnae, okay? ABC News on January 31st reports that the Justice Department, under leadership appointed by the Trump administration, has asked for information about potentially thousands of FBI employees across the country who were involved in work-related investigations stemming from January 6th, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, the insurrection, and Hamas-related case filed last year in New York. That's what's going on. That's what they're going to do. They're going to fire every one of those FBI bastards.
Isn't that something? It's stunning. It's so interesting now.
Man, when you guys read the reports of how many FBI were at the January 6th thing, and
Is
all the information,
5,000 or something?
it's like
or
5,000.
10? I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's why Pelosi didn't want our soldiers there, because she already had FBI agents galore at the state capitol. That's why, folks. That's why.
Wasn't one guy running through the state capitol doing stuff and yelling
That
and
Viking
stuff?
guy?
Oh, man.
I love that video of him running through there. It's freaking hilarious.
It's kind of embarrassing.
You remember when? Oh, it is embarrassing. And you remember when they said that dude took a shit on one of the desks?
Oh, yeah.
Was it AOC's office?
Oh, was it?
She pressed charges for assault. I don't think you're allowed to poop on someone's desk. I think it's an assault charge. I don't know. I think it's crazy. Anyway, so we're going to jump into a song, and I'm going to play this song. So next week on the show, we have psychic and author Gregory Nicholas coming in. He is awesome. So what we'll do is do questions from the audience and stuff like that. Also on that show, we have an interview with Vintage Blonde, also another Chicago native, and they have music out, all-female rock band. Okay? That is next week, and that's going to be a great show. So playing next, Vintage Blonde, and this song is called Alien Message. This one goes out to you, Matt Gutka, because I know you love the aliens. Not the illegal ones, but you might love them too, but, aliens from another...
Point tired message.
Oh, hell yeah.
Those drum fills. Boom, 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 boom. Good job.
Good job, lady. Hi, this is Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio on Rockstar Radio, Underground on Live 365, Thursday nights, 6 to 8. You can also catch Mondays. Mr. Moonlight has a show. And I think you're like 8 to 9 p.m. And yeah, you can also see Bobby Beaver, Slay the Beaver, every morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Rockstar Radio Underground Live 365. And now, please welcome Shanae News with Mr. Moonlight.
Okay.
Nice intro, right?
Oh, that is, yes. Well, this is called You're Fired.
You are fired.
So earlier this week I found, this topic. I was trying to find a topic to talk about this week, and I found one. And I thought it would be really great because, it was new and, it just started coming out. But so much for breaking news. Everybody knows about Clinton and his 1990s deep state. Well, we all know that President Trump has been doing what he's been doing this week. He's been busting the USAID department and using the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, I guess. So now we have
Doge.
all kinds of history coming out about what the Clinton administration did in the 1990s. First off, he fired many government employees this week or offered buyouts. As President Trump announces plans to restructure the federal government and remove left-wing activist bureaucrats, the left has acted with outrage.
They're outraged.
Many leftists have claimed that such firings are an unprecedented on the civil service sector. It's never happened before. Did you know that?
Never. Not like Clinton and Gore. Not like Obama. Those guys have never done that.
No.
Oh, no. No.
However, history tells a different story. The blueprint for mass firings in the federal government was not drafted by President Trump. It was started by Mr. Bill Clinton. Now, I will say, if anybody does not agree with that, you can get in touch with the show right now and tell me when it was started.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
About Bill Clinton? 7 affairs, many scandals, flights on the Epstein airplane, Pizzagate, Monica in the Oval Office. Bill Clinton.
Quite a resume.
I just had to say that because that's who we're talking about.
So it now appears Bill Clinton is the creator of what is known as the deep state. Jeff, I've never really understood what the deep state was, or where it was, or who it is, or how it was funded. All I knew or thought it was all those federal bureaucrats who were not elected, and you never saw one in the media talking about it. I've always thought the media knew about it, but never talked about it that I know of.
I always thought like the deep state was like Soros.
That's a part of it. Yeah, well, he's getting millions, isn't he?
Wasn't Soros bringing illegal aliens into the country on flights?
I'm not.
Wasn't he part of that, or wasn't there a thing where he was funding the riots that were happening in Portland and stuff?
I don't know much specifics about that, but he has all these radio shows, and I think some of that funding is going to help him with that. I'm not sure either. But anybody knows anything about that, you could let us know right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing, so I'm speculating, so it's not fact, guys. Don't fact check me on any of this shit that I'm talking about. Go ahead, Jim.
So the deep state is the ASAID. It's been here for decades, and it appears even the media didn't know about it. I mean, how can there be thousands of people writing checks in the media not know about it? It's just amazing to think that it was covered up for that long. I don't get it. if they did know, you would think someone would have leaked the story. But then again, when you think about it, we all knew to a degree it was a real thing.
What's USAID stand for?
I think I wrote that down somewhere.
I don't mean to stump you. I was just curious.
It's I thought I wrote it down here. Well, I can't find it. So
You said you suck. It's all right, Jim. I didn't mean to stump you. We'll get that term later. I know we looked it up before the show.
well, I will continue.
Okay.
I forgot where I was.
My fault.
I'm not sure, but it appears Trump, in his first term, seems that he didn't know the extent of the deep state, or at least he never really talked about it. You know.
Well, he talks about the swamp. So is the swamp considered the deep state?
No, I guess so, but you know, the swamp. You think of a swamp. You know, I guess he was talking obviously about the deep state.
Okay.
I mean, these expenditures for a play in Ireland, for example, I suspect was funneled by some bureaucrat, and who knows how it was spent or whatever happened. And there's millions of that kind of thing happening. It's just mind-boggling.
I saw they did a thing at the Kennedy Center or something like that. $1.7 million given to put on transgender plays for children.
It's incredible.
That's fantastic. I can't believe that our money went to that shit.
Wow. Upon taking office, Clinton fired all appointees and those reporting directly to them. This included upper, middle, and lower level managers. Such sweeping dismissals were unprecedented in our time. The reason for the Clinton reform was to reform the government and make it more efficient. The government more efficient? Is that even possible? I didn't know what that means, because it would be impossible for something with no efficiency at all to become more efficient, right?
Right.
So that's where we are with the government. You can't become more of nothing. So Clinton got rid of 377,000 federal employees led by the Vice President Gore. Good job.
Good job, Bill.
It was publicized as an effort to cut bureaucrat bloat. The government payroll did go from 2.15 million to 1.79 million. Good job, Bill. You know, that sounds really good, right? However, he claimed to be trimming the size of the government, but he actually tripled its size by shifting millions of jobs to government contractors. This maneuver allowed his administration to hide the true expansion of government from within the bureaucracy. The federal workforce grew from 2.15 million to 9.1 million. That doesn't even sound right to me. You know, I got
That's
this
craziness.
information from various sources and stuff like that, but I'm kind of putting it in my own words. This restructuring was the foundation for what has become the deep state. Unelected class that has significant influence over government operations, often in opposition to elected leaders who challenge the status quo. Trump is now attempting to confront this entity, which was started by Clinton, apparently. The big difference is Clinton's actions were aimed at building power of the left, and Trump is trying to reduce the government's grip on governance.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yes, that is. I'm not doing very good today. Trump may be making headlines for the firing of government employees, but he is merely following in the footsteps of the true master, Bill Clinton. In closing, there is much more to discuss on this issue, but I sense our listeners are thinking, shut the hell up, Jim, and play some music.
They might be. I've been following their messages.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to read them to you. I was not ignoring you, Jason P. I was waiting for Jim to do the shenanigans, and then we're going to put up some of your conversations and discuss. Okay? You ready, Jim?
Yes.
All right, so check this one out. Jason P said, I'll post it for everyone. Price of eggs are near $8 a dozen in South Carolina. Gosh. When will he bring the grocery prices down? When will Trump bring the grocery prices down? Hey, I'm saying the same thing. I saw gas today went from $2.64 to $3.09. It does worry me. I'll be honest and say, yes, I did vote for Trump. I voted on the premise that we would bring down prices and turn this country around because it's in the shitter. Okay? That's my stance. And yeah, Jason, I'd like to know when those prices are coming down too. Because I can't even afford to drive sometimes. It's expensive. It's expensive.
It's out of control.
Out of freaking control. And then he said, what is Trump doing for the white people? Well, I didn't really think of it as a color. I thought he was doing stuff for all of us. All Americans.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
Black, white, Hispanic, Latino, Native American. I thought he was working for all of us.
And that's what I thought too.
That's what I voted.
And he doesn't seem to be the big idiot that he was before, saying really crazy things. He seems to be calmer and really, well-mannered when he's answering the media's questions. He's made a big improvement on that. If you ask me, I might be wrong.
Are we only weeks into his presidency? Have we even gone a month yet?
You want eggs to go down
full month
immediately after 2 weeks? Really?
Doesn't it also take? Because I remember them talking about this on the news. Those executive orders that he signs don't go in right away. Some of them, even when Biden signed some of those executive orders, took 3 to 6 months on some of them.
I didn't know that.
Trump is trying to push him forward as fast as he possibly can. But those executive orders go through a bunch of different things before they even become orders. So it's going to be a while before a lot of this shit comes down.
And there's going to be lawsuits flying galore, too, in the next year. They're going to be trying to stop him at every single thing he does.
Jason P. also said, I don't care if brown people suffer, but why can't us good Christians can't get our grocery prices down? I think we all need to have our prices come down. Christian, pagan, nationalist, whatever you are out there, we're all suffering under Bidenomics and what he did to this country. And it's going to take time, man. It might take a year before anything turns around. Matt Guka said, it wouldn't happen, Jason. Corporate greed is part of it. Now the FDA is more worried about trans meds than food and bird flu.
And that's something.
Bird flu, I heard, is going to be, they're going to try the next COVID. It's going to be bird flu.
Yeah, I bet they'll fail.
And then Jason P. said, thank God Musk is storing all of our private data on a server to protect us from, what's that say? International, I can't read that.
I'm not even going to try. I can't see.
I can't see it either. And then the last thing these guys said, and I'm not going to read that one. Okay. But yeah, Matt's right. It is corporate greed, and corporate greed is a tough thing to get rid of, especially when these people have had their hands in our pockets stealing our money for so long. And listen, guys, regardless of left or right, I don't like to be treated like I'm a slave to the machine. And when I see our tax dollars go for, how much was it they spent in rubbers?
Oh, I don't.
Was it millions of dollars in rubbers?
I don't know if it was that much for that.
Sent to Nigeria so they don't get.
But they never. That isn't what they did with that.
Oh,
money.
I know, but that's what they're trying to sell the American people. That's what they did. But they laundered that money with drugs and
it's the largest laundering
and all kinds of shit.
operation probably in the history of mankind.
Jason said, Trump said day one. Was he lying? I don't think he was lying at all. I think day one was the day that he said that he wanted to fix stuff. I'm not sure if he really, maybe he doesn't know. It takes a while to get shit to come down.
It does.
I think maybe he meant day one he was going to start working on it. But, I do remember the media saying day one. And I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. I'm not going to be upset about it if day one prices didn't come down. Obviously, they didn't come down on day one.
I never expected them to.
I also don't believe half the shit that they tell us. Listen, Trump probably wants to do a lot of stuff, but he has to get congressional backing, doesn't he?
Well, and the judges are all going to be. There's going to be suits filed against him trying to.
It's already
stop him.
happening.
Yeah. I can't remember. Just this week, some judge filed something.
We're going down the rabbit hole, Jim. This one has become totally political, but there's so much going on, and so we're waiting on Tattoo Baby to join the show. She's late, and so we're waiting on her. And so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a song, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
That sound good. And let's take a little break because I need to stretch my legs.
Can I say something? I just wanted to remind everybody that we're doing this news thing because we need to do the news things if we're going to get that ticket to be invited to be at the White House.
That's
press.
exactly right.
So we're doing this. I know it sounds funny and we'll never get chosen, but this is a prerequisite. You actually have to do some news, I would think.
Yeah, we may or may not get chosen. There's a really good possibility that we will go to Washington. There's also a really good possibility that we could do interviews in Washington and possibly be near or on some U.S. government locations, which I can't really discuss right now, but we do have an in, and we're working on it.
Yeah.
So who knows? But that's why we're doing a lot of political stuff and a lot of commentary because we're trying to make this show big. We want to be bigger. There's people out there just doing political shows. We do music. We do politics. We talk about bands.
Talk about ladies at times.
Talk about ladies.
But not too much. We don't want to tick anybody off.
We do the Real Men's Health Summit.
And we try not to swear. I haven't twerked once yet.
He's
know,
never
during the
fucking
show.
sworn.
On the show. I know.
I think he has slipped up.
I did. I think I said a word sometime.
All right, I'll do the swearing for you, Jim.
Okay.
And don't get him wrong. This guy swears like a sailor.
I
as
do.
well.
I do.
He just really tries not to swear because he's got family and stuff.
It's really bad. I think the first word I say every day when I get up is the F word. And
Yeah,
it's
true.
I go. Why did you just say that again?
It's true.
Honestly,
Yeah. So I do a lot of swearing.
I'm
he
peeing
tries
and
not to.
effing it up. You know.
Like that piss won't come out right. It's taking a left. It's hitting the wall. Anyway, so yeah, he has family that watches his show. He actually has family that likes him. Me, on the other hand, my family does not like the show. They also, I don't think, like me. So I could give a fuck. So I'll swear for you.
Okay.
But I try not to as well. But I think today, I owe some money to the jar.
Yes. At least 75 cents. Right
75
now.
cents at least. All right, so I need a break. We need to go off screen, and I'm going to play you After the Apocalypse. This is a song called Pet. This one goes out to you, Jim. You make all your ladies your pets.
See your face on the cover of a magazine. Let me get a taste. I can smell your clothes, lost in the spotlight mold. I can be your king. Is it what you need? Just a drama queen. Wanna be the scene? Look for you on my your city. Can't you see my scars? Offer you if I can have your heart. It only hurts in the beginning. Is it what you need? Just a drama queen. Wanna be the scene?
After the Apocalypse from Cleveland, Ohio. That song is called Pet, and it's a freaking tactical nuke. Jason P., you're all right. That song is heavy as fuck.
Yes, it is. I heard a guitar on the right, a guitar on the left, and maybe a guitar in the center. 3 guitars during the chorus, I think.
Hell yeah. So we are discussing between the songs. We're disappointed. Guys, I'm sorry we can't bring you Tattoo Baby. Rock Jock from Chicago to have our interview with her. She has blown us off.
Unfortunately, that's been happening.
It did happen, and we apologize to our listening audience for her not being on the show. We don't know what happened, so who knows? Could be a car accident. Could be overslept.
Yeah, really.
Could be hungover. Could just not like us.
We can't automatically just
rule everything out. But I did tell Jim, if you don't come on at your scheduled time, then we have to move forward with the show. We just don't have time to stop and do that.
That's right.
So I do apologize to the listening audience. Yeah. But I do have some cool stuff I want to play for you. So we have some sponsors out there. I do want to mention that, and I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Boutique, but Boutique is going to be sponsoring the Outlaw Radio Show.
I heard that.
We're excited about it. And I was telling them, we really like it there. So it's not like it's a hard sell for us. We like it, and we want to spend a lot of time there this summer.
Wellington, right.
Wellington. And you know what? I'm going to be honest when I say this, Jim. Something different about the girls in the south of Ohio.
You think so?
Yes.
They're
so much more friendly.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's my opinion. I like southern girls. Talking about a southern girl, check this out. All right, so check this out. This is also from a pretty lady down south. This is from Angelina Green, and she uses this video for her haters. But I liked it so much I put it on the show. Check this out.
For her haters?
Yeah, her haters. She plays this for them.
She has haters?
Yes.
How can that be? Oh my gosh. That is pretty
Isn't that crazy?
surreal. I'm not sure what that means. Do you know what that means?
It's cryptic.
Is that the end? That little thing that the devils are eating money?
Isn't that the craziest thing? But it's cryptic, and only her haters that she's putting it out there for knows what it means.
Oh.
But she told me, but I can't say it on air.
So she must
I'll tell you.
She doesn't
I'll tell
hate
you
us.
off air,
Yeah.
but I can't say on air.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, guys, there's even some topics we won't discuss on air. So yeah, I have some other cool stuff I want to show you too. This is very cool as well.
Military man, won't you come back? Whoa. You don't have to fight this war, no.
What's up? It's halftime. What's the score, Jim? Jim's in the other room watching the game, checking to find the score. If you guys want to let us know. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Sorry about that. I was
Mr.
trying to,
Moonlight.
I was trying to check out who's winning
Yeah.
the game. It's halftime, as y'all know.
It's almost like I think when we holy shit, Matt Guga just popped up. Hey, Matt, hold on 1 second, buddy, and I'll get to you.
Hey,
All right.
Matt.
Just hang on one momento.
Glad you showed up. There's other people that didn't today, so
Yeah, I know you can hear
you.
us, but just hang tight. We'll get to you in a second as I want to do a little intro for you, okay, buddy? Yes, I was thinking about this. When we do boutique, I'm sorry, see, you got me saying that. Boutique.
Bo.
Boutique. Well, I see you do boutique. All right, anyway.
It's Boo, right?
Boo. B-O-O-T-I-Q-U-E. Boutique.
Boo.
Like boutique.
Okay. Like beautiful.
Boo. She's B-E-A, beautiful. That girl at Boutique last summer was beautiful.
Oh, I like those people there.
That one girl that was selling merchandise. I don't even want to say what she looked like because it would totally give it away, but that girl was absolutely gorgeous.
I bought some stuff, too, from them. You got to
Yeah.
buy stuff. If you go, you got to help them out. They're not there because they have nothing to do.
You know what it said? Matt Guka's camera has low PSI. You know what that means? It means you're using your phone camera, right?
Per
Yeah,
square inch.
that always tells me the same thing, so just disregard that, Matt. Anyway, so, yeah, it's Boutique. We love that place.
Boo.
I forgot what I was talking about,
You wanted to introduce Matt.
but I wanted to go through some stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so music news and whatever. I thought Jason P. would really love this. Club Velvet, a night of queer and jazz and drag, burlesque, and vocals. It's a vibe. Matt, it's at the Foundation Room. Club Velvet. I knew you'd love that. Anyway, so every February, Bright Winter takes over the Flats for an outdoor music festival you'll never forget. The heart of rock and roll beats forever, or more than ever, and stronger in Cleveland. I know you talked about the Bright Festival. You wanted to go to that. The Roxy, February 23rd in Liquid, with the bands Make Them Suffer, Like Moths to Flames, Wind Waker, and Aviana. Also in the news, Van Halen singer David Lee Roth has shared a 11-minute documenting his travels throughout Thailand on a bicycle. Wow, how intriguing.
Is what?
He
Is it
went
out-
to
has he showed it yet, or is it going to happen?
he went to Thailand, did a 11-minute video of him riding a bicycle and documenting his travels.
For 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do the
I-
do the David Lee Roth thing?
No, I'm not. I can't do that.
You have a higher pitch than
not.
I do.
No, I actually can't do that kind of stuff.
I'm your whipping boy. Stop me as I'm passing by.
I have low dBs on my voice. I can't scream at all. If I was getting beat up, somebody help me.
Funny thing, he was in Thailand where most of the women have penises.
So that's where they are.
That's where the lady boys are. Anyway, Van Halen singer David Lee Roth documenting an 11-minute video.
Have you seen that
fucking
video?
cares?
Have you seen that video?
No, I have
anybody
not seen it.
Is it
who would
coming
watch
out?
that shit?
I mean, he thinks he has to have a press release. Hey, I have an 11-minute video. I'm in Thailand.
He's retarded. All right. Also in the Cleveland news, Myles Garrett wants a trade. He wants out of the Factory of Sadness. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reported source on #Browns stance amid the Myles Garrett trade request. Nothing has changed. Team has said publicly it has no plans to trade Garrett, and an executive told Jordan Schultz on Fox Sports, I'd give up 2 first-round picks and a ton of cash and more to land Garrett.
Man.
Right? And I was thinking, maybe the Steelers can get Garrett. We could put TJ Watt on one side and Myles Garrett on the other side. I love that idea.
Good idea. That's a triple good idea.
It's a triple good idea. I love that idea. And Pittsburgh has the money because they're going to get rid of the fucking Russell Wilson. They're probably going to trade that backup dude. I can't remember what his name is from the Chicago Bears. And they're going to start all over again. They always make the playoffs. Always. They could have a high school quarterback and probably make the playoffs. Although they had Kenny Pickett. He was like a really good in high school. Did okay in college and really sucked in the NFL. Anyway, so what I think is going to happen anyway, Myles Garrett's going to be like, I'm not playing. And they're going to have to trade him. Anyway, so we have to our channel, 18 this month. So we are growing. New subscribers, DSR, Ambiguous Sounds, Mr. Blue Sky Forever, Mood Invader, Susie Lil, Bobby from Spotlight Cleveland, and L.A. Moore. Thank you so much.
I think that was Susie Lily. Is that
Susie Lily.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But on her,
I know Susie
her name
Lily.
is
Hi,
Susie
Susie.
Lil.
L-I-L-L, not L-L.
Susie Lil.
Oh, maybe it isn't the same.
But hey, we have...
The Susie I know lives in Gainesville, Florida. Susie Lily.
All right. I'm excited about the drone special. And also, I know Jason P. is very interested in what's going on with drones. But here's my interview that I have for Tattoo Baby. Yeah, that's gone. That really sucks, man. I had good questions for her. Real bummer. Anyway, so we're going to do the Paranormal Show. Are you ready? That's cool, right? You like that graphic, Matt? Matt, I have you muted, so hold on 1 second, buddy, all right? Say hello. You hear me, Matt?
Doesn't
Alrighty.
that have to be?
Oh, that's the phone one. How you sound out there? The Paranormal Chef. I'm fantastic. Jim Bellinger's always by my side.
Oh, thank you. Oh, good. It was kind of real. Okay, my singing is pretty sloppy, but it's for real. I think, and kind of out of tune at times too, but it's real.
For real.
And that riff took me 100 hours to figure out, and not figure out, but to learn how to play it. It was unbelievably difficult for me. So,
Yeah, that was great.
thank you, Matt.
Yeah, we have a ton of music that we're gonna do for Jim, and Jason P said something about After the Apocalypse. We played them with the song Pet. That was their new album that came out, and that's who played before that, but that was After the Apocalypse. So welcome to the show, Matt. Let me bring you in. Give me 1 second. There we go. And there you go.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Hey everyone.
All right. How's your Super Bowl Sunday going?
I'm not watching the game.
No, not at all.
No, I'm tired of the Chiefs and I'm tired of the Eagles. I want my Super Bowl was going to be Detroit versus Buffalo.
Oh, I wanted that one too. I think
yeah.
That would have been
awesome.
that would have been the best result.
I agree.
Yeah, that would have been so good because they're both like hardworking blue collar towns,
Yeah.
right? Or cities. Yeah, that would have been fantastic. Except now we got Philadelphia is cool. But now
Yeah.
we got Kansas City again. God, I freaking hate.
It's
I really
starting
don't like them.
it's starting to be like the Patriots back in forever.
Let me say this before you say anything, Jim. Let me say this about the football thing. It's not so much that if it was Kansas City and they just had and I hate to use this word, normal or typical, like hardworking blue collar family type quarterback, and they didn't have this Taylor Swift and they didn't have this Travis Kelce dancing like a moron at parties with Taylor Swift, and they didn't have all this weird shit going on. Yeah, I could get behind the three-peat. I could get behind that team.
Very so.
They annoy me.
I even believe it or not, for being a Cleveland fan, I even got back when the Steelers were Super Bowl champs and stuff, because they were good back then. You know, it was just, they didn't have any of this showmanship bullshit. You know.
Jason P said Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, my Lord.
I've never heard that before. That's really funny.
He's
There's
contributing
nothing wrong
to the
with being
show.
gay.
Jason P.
Jason P, man, you're hilarious. Yeah, we like to have fun and do stuff on the show, but yeah, so we're here today because you know what we want to talk about, right?
The drones.
We want to talk about drones. So I got some stuff I want to read to you, ask you some questions and the whole bit, okay? So just bear with me. You know, earlier I forgot to show you this photo. You see that one? Trump surfing?
Yeah, I think we.
Yeah, AI can create any weirdness. But you know what AI won't do on this platform? They won't do anything nude.
Nope.
They're smart.
And then here's a little drone photo that I had AI create for me. All right, man, here we go. So, the drone update with the Paranormal Chef, Matt Gutka. All right, so Yahoo News reported that Trump says most drones sighted over New Jersey were authorized by the FAA. This was, he said, this was not the enemy. Now, did you notice the wordplay most?
Yes. Yes. I call a lot of that bullshit.
I also saw that he met this week, and I'm going to get the name wrong, okay? It begins with a G, like Gaudet or Gaudet. He met with his advisors regarding UFOs, not just drones or what's going on in New Jersey, but
That's
the UFO disclosure stuff.
right.
Did you hear about that?
I heard whisperings about it, but I didn't hear it from any of the outlets that I got get my information from and readings.
No, I saw this. I didn't see this in the national news media. I saw this on like your, I don't want to give it away, but on different sites.
Gotcha.
That I'll look at. Also, okay, so News Nation reports that New Jersey mayor on Trump's drone response, okay? And he said, we're not accepting this anymore. What are they not accepting, Matt?
The fact that I think even Trump caved into the military complex or whatever, or the well, like I like to say, the billionaire Bond villain that's up with these things. I think there's more to it than that.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Oops.
There's more to it. I think whoever is in control of, I don't want to say the deep state, but the military complex got to Trump.
The swamp.
The swamp.
Yeah, the deep state.
The deep
Soros,
state. I think
whoever's in charge,
whoever's in it. I hate to say this, but maybe Bezos part of it because he's doing a lot of drone technology now.
Oh yeah, Bezos, and then you have all the other like Lockheed Martin,
Yes,
Skunk Works.
Skunk Works.
Then you got all the other crazy stuff too. All right, so let me read this to you.
Let's just say I call that bullshit. I call that bullshit with the FAA telling them there's something going on because there's drones now flying over parts of California that shouldn't be being flown over bases and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. Over the nuclear sites too. So
yes.
All right, so U.S. law enforcement is greatly expanding its use of surveillance drones. And private actors are also seeking to use the technology for personal and commercial use. Drones equipped with facial recognition software, infrared technology, and speakers capable of monitoring personal conversations would cause unprecedented invasions of our privacy rights. Interconnected drones could enable mass tracking of vehicles and people in wide areas. Tiny drones could go unnoticed while peering through your windows or even at like church or a worship session, right? Or a place of worship, I should say.
They have drones the size of dragonflies now.
I saw they have tiny little drone bugs that crawl.
Yes.
That videotape and then can just sit on your microphone stand, Jim, and listen to your conversations. And record that and send it to the fucking FBI.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
The next thing you know, you're sitting in Gitmo for 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Matt, they controlled us like sheep during COVID, right? There's word that bird flu could be another COVID scenario. Is something bigger at play here?
I believe so.
What is it?
Truthfully, I don't know, but I think it's the what I like to call the new order, which has taken complete control of this thing. I know you guys like Elon Musk. I know you guys like other people like Murdoch. I think they're in cahoots with Disney and other things. They're multinational, and they are the ones that are like controlling the faculties now. They're controlling everything now.
When you say you guys, do you mean the Republican
the right
side?
The right wing.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay, because I was going to say I really don't know much about Elon Musk except for the fact of his SpaceX projects.
Yeah,
that's all I really know about the dude.
I know of him from Tesla and
PayPal. I think he did.
He bought PayPal, and then he turned it over to somebody else when it wasn't making the money that he wanted.
Hey, I also think that Trump should try to work a deal with TikTok. It is a Chinese company, and buy that shit and keep all the money.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea. Buy all of them, bro. Buy them all. Buy Facebook, take Instagram. Who gives a fuck?
Facebook's with him now because of what's going on.
All right. So let me get back to it. You mentioned, not to put you on the spot, man.
Go ahead.
But you mentioned the disclosure president. Okay,
yes.
So I wanted to look into that. Trump has said he supports transparency about UFOs, but has not necessarily expressed deep interest in the subject. Matt, I could not find anything on Trump stuff about being the disclosure president or whatever. Jason said he's gone to rallies and heard things firsthand. There's stuff I haven't heard and don't know firsthand.
I know.
But I also noticed that they bury a lot of Trump stuff, but maybe it's to not to disclose shit. Maybe there's higher powers than him, like
There
you
is.
said, the
There is.
swamp and the deep state that are even shutting Trump up.
There is. There's not even the deep state or the swamp. There's somebody else.
They shut
Like
up
the
JFK.
like the old joke is, you walk into the Oval Office and the first phone call is, "Hello, I'm your boss. You got to deal with me."
And everybody knows that, and everybody should know this. Trump has a boss. There's a guy that Trump even has to report through. There always has to be somebody that has
Yeah.
to authorize shit.
And
He's not in charge of everything.
I know that his son Don Jr. is a big UFO guy. He's been on Newsmax. He's been on News Nation and all over the place about UFOs and disclosure. So maybe his son will be the disclosure guy for this.
So, Matt, Jason P. said, if both sides of the aisle are corrupt in the same way, what are we supposed to do to resist? What are we supposed to do? What's the answer?
Right now I have no answer. I've been thinking this on this for a long time, and I believe it's gonna it's gonna work itself out, and I believe that
Maybe.
there will not be at least an executive branch in the United States come 2070, 2080.
Yeah.
Because of everybody beating the shit out of each other over who's going to be the best president.
Well, let me say this.
I have the executive branch is going to be gone.
I kind of agree with that. I kind of feel like that's what we're going towards, because on both sides of the aisle we have a lot of corruption.
Yes.
The other thing is, I wonder about is that they control so much of our tax money, right? Like the Doge stuff that Jim was reading about.
Yeah.
The USAID stuff. When I see that taxpayer money, regardless if it's taxpayer money and then it gets laundered and then sold in drugs or arms or whatever, because all presidents, even a Republican Reagan, didn't he have the arms thing?
Iran Contra.
Yeah, the Iran Contra affair where they were selling drugs for weapons and then giving weapons to like Hamas and Taliban and all that other shit. Just like how Jim read how our taxpayer money paid for the tunnels that Hamas built.
Yeah.
That's stunning.
I have no words. It blows my mind. Like, fucking serious? I work my ass off. I get taxed on taxes. Then I get taxed for buying shit. I get taxed for paying for the gas to go buy shit. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And I know it veers off the paranormal topic, but we talk about this because we're talking about drones and stuff and being lied to.
Right. Exactly.
About everything.
Exactly. Hey, Jason, let me get back to you on that resistant thing. Let me do some deep thought about that. That's a good subject.
Yeah, we have so much content that we can use down the line with so much stuff. And I was telling Jim next week, we have Gregory and Nicholas on the show and we're doing the paranormal stuff. I said to him, I go, do shenanigans about something paranormal or weird.
That's going to be great. I want to meet Gregory.
Yeah, you're going to love him.
He sounds really cool.
He is super cool. All right, so this was in the news, Matt, and I have to ask you about this.
Okay.
So in Wales, a mysterious silver monolith was spotted by walkers on a hay bluff near the town Hay Away. Matt, what's a monolith?
A monolith
Why are they
is
showing up everywhere?
Now I have no idea, but a monolith is a structure, one single structure. The best known one is the Washington Monument. That's a monolith. A monolith is a single structure around nothing. Another monolith would be there's one in Japan. It's called the Stone of Masa, and they don't know what it is. It's just a single structure of of a rock, and there's also the Forbidden Stone that's in Libya.
Right. I saw
No,
those too.
Lebanon. It's like it was just laid there and nobody could move it. It's like a 50-foot structure, and when it was uh, quarried,
Right.
they think that nobody had the ability to quarry it.
So
A monolith is something that, at least back in the ancient days, nobody knew why or how it was presented there. Uh, a monolith also is, there's a bunch of them in Peru and in Colombia and in in Central America. The
All right.
the gates of sun is one.
So, Matt, these monoliths are, you're exactly right about those other monoliths. Some are, those older ones that we talk about are stone. These ones that are showing up are, in Jim, there's no seams. It's one piece of like this metal, right? And it's showing
Right.
up in the middle of the desert. Huge, towering monolith sitting right in the desert.
They
And
had
just appearing out of nowhere.
first-
They've got to be like radar.
heavy stainless steel. Truthfully, I don't know why they're showing up. Maybe they're a warning of some sort.
That's what I was thinking.
Uh,
Or a communication device.
yes, try to get your stuff straight. But I don't understand why they would put one in the Utah desert that nobody saw.
That's crazy.
But the ones that have been showing up lately have been in cities, like
This
the one in
showed up in a little
Romania,
town.
and the
In-
one in
in
Romania
Wales.
showed up at the side of a river in one of the cities.
I saw they found one in California in the desert. In the
Yes.
middle, Jim, middle of nowhere, a huge monolith. All middle, no seams whatsoever, steel. Huge tower. Just appeared out of nowhere.
If it's human,
Those
it's
things are so heavy.
it's beyond me how they got it out there. I believe
You
it's
would have to have a helicopter
right.
in the desert to, like a Chinook.
It's
A
Right.
military helicopter would have to carry that thing, and that thing might be too heavy for a Chinook. I don't know.
Right.
Easy.
I think they're here for warning. Someone needs to really, instead of just looking at it, needs to start, lack of a better word, playing with it, looking at it, checking out what it is. Tap it with a screwdriver. Put some
Yeah,
sound waves to it.
Matt, they know what it is. That's why nobody's talking about it except
Yeah.
for us. They all
Yeah.
know what it is. All
Yeah.
right, I got one more for you. So, in Central Valley, I'm not sure if you heard about this, but a pilot and the Fox 26 tower cam reported a UFO sitting over the Central Valley. The Mutual UFO Network called the footage interesting. Matt, those pilot reports are taken very seriously, right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They go through a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
They
And
get
they
interviewed.
they get interviewed by multiple places,
Agencies.
agencies, everywhere from the FAA to FBI to military.
Could be national intelligence, could be
Yes.
CIA, could be Congress. Who knows who's going to call you? So let me say this. So knowing those reports are taken so seriously, right? You'd have to be out of your mind to be a pilot to report that.
Right,
You could lose your license.
right.
They could
They might
make
think
you
you're nuts.
disappear.
Yeah, they
You
might think you're nuts. Yeah,
I would assume before disclosure, and we both know it to be true,
yeah,
a lot of pilots did not come forward and
right.
say they saw shit
Es-
because they would be
especially
grounded.
especially commercial, who getting paid. You know,
You're exactly right. In military, they could just bury it and then
Barry. Yep.
bury you. Easily just bury you. Say you stepped on a landmine in Afghanistan.
And all that stuff that came from 2015. I think that was just to give us a little little taste of nothing,
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're right. So there's a
But
lot of
I
interesting things happening.
I saw that video. That video is so unbelievable. I think it comes from this type of UFO. Looks like the UFOs they describe in the Bible.
Yeah, I
Kind of
agree
like
with you.
like the plasmoids and stuff.
Know what it looks like? And I've seen this on YouTube. That spinning thing
Yeah,
with the eyes.
right.
The all-knowing eyes,
Uh-huh.
watchers, the watchers.
Yeah.
It looks just like the drawings. Jim, they did drawings back in the day that were in the Bible and in the book of Enoch, because Enoch
Yes.
talked about it. They were like wheels, and in the wheels that were spinning were eyes, right? And it was
right.
one of God's angels, because not
Right.
all God's angels are winged, beautiful creatures. Some are
Right.
warriors, some look like demons. That's
Exactly.
That's why
Jim-
they're saying it.
Jim, this thing looks like, you ever see what an atom looks like?
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like. Exactly like an atom. Something in the middle and spinning stuff around it.
We saw that, Jim.
electrons and protons and neutrons
Yes.
kind of thing, you mean?
Yes.
Me and Jim saw this on his back patio. Do you remember the night that I came over and I went in the house and got you?
Yeah.
And we looked up and we saw that thing spinning,
Uh-huh.
and then it stopped, and then it dissipated, and then it started doing it again.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That was weird. And we saw something like that.
I haven't seen anything like that, but I've seen other things. So,
It looks just like the plasmoids that they're showing on
Right.
ABC News.
right.
It's crazy. All right, so we're at that point, Jim. Matt, what I need from you is to give us a 1-minute synopsis, just for now, part 1 of the drones, because we'll be doing part 2, 3, 4, 5 down the line. But just give us a 1-minute synopsis of what's going on with the drones.
I think the drones, sorry.
Go ahead.
I think the drones are here checking on us, surveilling us. I don't know if they're all human, but it's strange where they're looking at us. They're not looking at us in a big place. They're looking like at us in New Jersey, but there's a lot of stuff in New Jersey that are hush hush. And in Fresno, there's a couple of things that are hush hush complexes. They're just spying on us. And if they're humans, they are literally trying to develop a way to keep on looking at us in every sort of way. And if that is, it's scary.
Yeah, I agree
The
with you.
drones, I think the government knows what's going on, but they won't say a damn thing because of literally the cabal or whatever you want to call them that's over us.
Deep state, swamp.
Deep state, swamp, or I don't even think it's deep state. I think it's deeper than deep state.
I think it's black ops. It's
I
the
I
deepest
think
you
it's
can go.
I think it's deeper than black ops. I think there's something totally above us that's even controlling something like the Rothschilds.
I
So
don't even
it's-
think the director of national intelligence knows.
No. So I think it's the drones are just, I think this was just a test. And I think they're going to come back. Might not be this year, but they're going to come back with a little bit more presence to us.
All right.
And that's what I'm thinking right now.
Excellent. I thought this segment was extremely helpful.
I just don't understand why, they're prevalent. What's that word? You see them all the time in New Jersey and in the same area as well. Why can't we or somebody get our own drone and follow one?
Because
They
they
are.
did that.
Understand
They had some guy set his drone up to these drones,
And he
and
couldn't?
they
No, they
did.
did.
They took it out. They took it out. The drone took out another drone.
So
He
what's
took out a
happening,
personal
Jim?
drone.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, then do it again, and then do it again,
They-
and do it again.
What is happening is when the drones that are
I mean,
made.
EMP.
the United States drones that we own and stuff go up there, and they get near the UAPs shut them down and just fall out of the sky. They
Yeah.
just fall out of the sky. They just render them incapable of flying.
I guess I haven't been paying attention. Didn't
It's
know
the
that.
same freaking thing of the video footage that they show of the rocket being launched and the aliens taking the rocket out.
Yeah, you
remember
can't.
seeing that video?
I've seen that one.
I've seen
I
some
think
crazy stuff.
I think one of the what was it? The last space shuttle thing was alien
No, I heard
disaster.
that too. I heard
because
that too.
they didn't know how it exploded.
Yeah, and you know what? Have you ever seen the footage of the people that died? They have photographs of them now in present day.
Yeah,
They look exactly like their doppelgangers. I mean,
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that didn't even happen. Who knows? I don't believe anything the government tells me anymore.
Yep.
This drone thing is pretty much, Jim, has pretty much made me doubt.
this just Jim. These drones are crazy. You're technically you're not allowed to a civilian's not allowed to shoot at them.
It seems the White House and Trump, they just all of a sudden not talking about it too much. But, there are other important things for him to do at this point.
Yeah, and they said earlier, it's not one of Trump's major things on the horizon right now. But
Right.
It's
I think what's going to happen, and I'm telling you, Matt, what's going to happen is he's not going to have a fucking choice. They're going to have to come forward and tell us because there's just too much
Yeah.
out there.
I think it's not. I don't think it's going to come from the government. Any
No.
of this, it's going to come from you and me or Jimmy McGee. It's going to be anybody.
Yeah, I
But it's
agree.
not going to come from. It's not coming from the government. Any government.
And Jason P. said, Rothschild family. The Rothschilds, don't forget about them.
Rothschilds is being controlled by somebody else.
And don't forget that most of these political leaders all have royal blood. Don't forget
Yep.
that.
You're talking
That's
about
true,
the
too.
Federal Reserve System and stuff like that?
I think they're all tied together.
Federal,
The Treasury.
they're all tied into one another.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, Matt. Well, we're at that time. We got to get back into some music.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I think this
No
one's the
problem.
best one yet. I love the drone stuff, and we're going
Drones
to
are
continue
cool.
to do that. We'll see
Yep.
you Matt. We'll see you next week when
Yes.
we interview Gregory Nicholas, author and celebrity psychic. That ought to be a really good show. So get
Awesome.
get all your questions ready.
I will.
All right.
I will.
And thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Matt.
Thank
Great
you.
segment. We're going to jump back into some music. This is Sozin.
Rock on, boys.
Rock on, man. And this is Sozin with the song Broken Shield. And you take care, Matt. Love you.
Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Unexpected
that was Sozin with Broken Shield. Pretty cool song. What do you think of that, Jim?
High power stuff.
High
But
power
this show
stuff.
was just filled with all this kind of high power music. It's pretty good. Where are they from? I know I always ask that question.
I'm gonna say I always thought it was North Carolina,
Oh,
but I think it is North Carolina. I thought it was South Carolina at first because that's where Rockstar is.
Are you ready?
I remember talking about it. North Carolina, I believe. That's where they're from.
I read something like the Biden administration. They helped like thousands of people or whatever in North Carolina because of the storm. And I hear Trump just got involved, and now he's already at like 100,000. It's just how do you even do that?
Yeah.
Respond so quickly in such high numbers. I have to look into that. But I wanted to say one more thing about the monoliths. To me, the monolith that is most fascinating to me was Stanley Clark, right? He did 2001: A Space Odyssey. And what did they find on the moon? That black rectangular monolith that they had to dig a hole.
Yep.
And then didn't he touch it? And then the monolith ended up at this other planet. Was it Saturn? And that was fascinating. So, this monolith thing, it intrigued Stanley Clark, and he made a freaking great movie over that.
Yeah, it's bizarre, to say the least.
Great
You
movie. I got to see that. I've seen it 20 times. I think I'm going to watch it tonight again.
You could almost say that the monoliths were placed there by human, but there's no way they carried that thing or drove that thing out all the way into the desert and just put it up for no reason. Who would do that?
You can't drive through sand, especially if you have a 50-ton object you're trying to move.
Cost hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to move that huge ass thing out to the desert. And people would be like, why do you want to put it out there? And it may not even be safe. That's why I'm thinking it had to be military that moved that thing. Who else has the manpower and the equipment to do something like that? I don't know.
Mysteries we will never know.
All right, Jim. So next week's show, we have author and celebrity psychic Gregory Nicholas.
Oh,
there
boy.
he is right there. It's going to be a show of all shows, okay? We'll be talking local haunts. We'll be talking ghosts. We're going to be talking about drones. Also stopping by the show is the all-female rock band Vintage Blonde from Chicago. We have a whole paranormal themed show planned for you guys, from the music to the content, so get ready because this one's going to be rocking. This one's going to be very cool. And I know Matt's excited. He's heard a lot about Gregory Nicholas. Gregory Nicholas, also a real good friend of mine. Dwayne Albert, Devil's Rodeo, is on.
Is he really? Hi, Dwayne.
Dwayne, check out the shirt, baby. Supporting you.
Can't wait to do a gig with you again sometime.
Well, you'll see him at Boutique.
Yes.
But yeah, that
we'll be jamming. There's going to be a jam with a lot of people playing too. That's going to be a part of the show.
And then there's another picture of Gregory Nicholas. He's like, I might get this wrong, 3rd or 4th generation psychic medium. He grew up with it. He's put out a book already. Yeah, we're going to sit down. We're going to talk with him. We already have questions that we're going to be putting together. And those will be about ghosts and shadow things and different haunts and stuff like that. We already know all the stuff he does. You guys just don't know who he is. So it's going to be a very cool show. What we are going to do is we're going to allow our audience to ask questions. Now, if Greg feels like your question resonates with him, he'll answer it on the show, okay? So don't get frustrated if he doesn't answer your question, all right? We're also going to be asking questions, and questions that we like, that we think he should answer. We'll read them out loud from your comments to Greg. So we're excited about that show.
I am too.
And the whole show is going to be paranormal, right? We're here just to support local music, local business, and Greg is part of our local music scene.
And hopefully the price of eggs will go down.
And you know how he's part of our music scene? I got him to be in my music video.
Oh, you did?
I got to show it to you one time. It was pretty cool.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, Jason P's really upset about those rising egg prices.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all upset, man. So, I mean, it is what it is. Prices didn't go down.
There's going to be less egg throwing, though, I think, because of that. Hey, wait a minute. I could throw an egg at those enemies, but when they're $8 for a dozen, you got to have a good aim, so you don't want to waste any shots, right?
That's right. Johnny Rocker has just joined the show. Hey, Johnny, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could stop by. Are you bored of the football game?
Who won or who's winning?
Yeah, we don't even know. We've just been doing the show and going nonstop.
It's probably fourth quarter right now or something.
I also wanted to bring up this. I forgot to do it last time, but a week or so ago, Fox 8 legend Big Chuck passed away.
Oh, so sad.
I grew up on him.
Oh, me
I love his
too.
stuff. But he was a big part of our Cleveland scene. There's so many people out there. So fantastic. But yeah, Big Chuck and Little John, I grew up with. Big Chuck and Houlihan, I grew up with. So yeah,
I
a
remember.
legend.
Remember in high school, he came to my high school with his basketball team. Remember he used to play basketball with different high
Yeah, that's
schools
true.
or something like that. That was a long time ago. That was a riot.
Laugh riot. All right, so we have something really cool coming up. I'm dedicating this song to Jason P because that dude loves heavy music. Christian rocker, loving the heavy shit in South Carolina. And this one's for you. This is a song called Force Fed. This is Conspiracy 216.
Don't think, just do. Fight hard, push through, be quick, or die. Force fed the lies. useless muppets. Base a mark and step in time. Get out to the firing line. Learn your place and keep it down. We'll come here to take the crown. Press you in to the mold. Just do what you're told. Run. Fight. Kill. Die. Don't think. Just do. Fight hard. Punch through. Be quick. Or die. Force-fed the light. Run. Fight. Kill. Die. Don't think. Just do. Fight hard. Push through. Be quick. Or die. Force-fed the light.
My gosh.
Force fed that fucking lie that we've all been shoved in our face by the United States government up the asses of the American taxpayer. Fuck you. That's all I have to say.
I was thinking about the song, actually.
Yeah, the song got me thinking about.
I wonder if they
Tax.
did you click track that? I mean, did you quantize those drums, or is that the real?
That song is a fucking tactical nuke.
My God, man.
Great song, Johnny. Keep up the hard work. Stick it to the man. There you go. That's how I feel. Anyway.
It was in perfect tune too. I like things in tune.
That was great. So Johnny said you can come hear this live February 22nd at Solid Gold Lounge in Brook Park.
No kidding. Remind us. We got to write this down.
See, the problem is, Jim, we have a conflict.
We have
on
something
February
else doing.
22nd.
Oh, that always works that way
Why?
because we're just so popular and a lot of people want to see us.
So look, we have Conspiracy 216, who we love and who we are very close to, okay? We like them a lot. We play them on the show. They support us. We support them. Then we have Oblivia playing February 22nd at the Vortex in Akron, who I've been friends with for years. Used to do all their booking. I still try to get them shows. I just got them one not long ago. They're also playing on the 22nd. So it's you know what I mean?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, man. I want to see both. I wish I could see both. We might have to flip a coin that night.
I'll go one and you go to the other one. We'll
No.
give you a pay.
No.
It's not that important.
Not as fun that way.
God.
So, yeah, February 22nd, Johnny, you got us torn, baby. We don't know what to do. And Johnny had said he would have to take out a second mortgage to throw eggs.
Yeah, that
at
was pretty
somebody.
funny, yes.
That got me laughing, and that's why I was laughing in the middle of that. But he said sent you guys a video of him cutting apes of spades in one take. I saw that video. It's freaking great. And it's he said it's all good. You go out to another show. We could see them any time. But let me point this out, Johnny. Now, this kind of starts to get into the realm of favorite venues, okay? I've never been to the Vortex in Akron.
I haven't.
Akron is an hour drive for us. Solid Gold Lounge is
15 max.
15 minutes, and I like that bar.
Yeah.
They have food there that they offer free to the customers during shows. Did you know that, Jim?
They're on Brook Park, right?
Brook Park.
Yeah, I think I saw Ricochet
right by the
there.
airport.
Ricochet there about a month ago.
Yeah. Solid Gold Lounge. I've been there, probably a good dozen times. I used to live around the corner from that.
Back when Sully played sax for them.
Yeah.
I still like the sax, so.
So you might just see us, bro. I don't know, but you just might see us. So, yeah. Here, and I also have something I want to play. I brought this up, Jim, because you were talking about that drummer, right?
Yeah.
And I know there's a new one out, but check out this one. Yeah, that's really cool, right?
He de-snared the snare.
There's also a new one out that shows him doing, I think it's Ace of Spades. He does it in one take. That drummer is fantastic. Young drummer, good drummer, and yeah, he crushes it. The reason why I showed that and was talking about him is because Jim brought up the fact, he's like, is that guy really playing? Or is that just quantized?
Yeah.
Is that like a click track? Johnny asks me every time. He's like, is that really somebody playing drums? I'm like, yes. That kid is freaking amazing.
That is nuts.
And he is so good. I'm considering not going to Akron to see one of my favorite bands in Cleveland, Bolivia, to see that kid play drums.
I'm with you.
That's what I have to say about that. That kid is freaking amazing. So, Johnny, you might have just twisted our arm tonight. What do you think, Jim?
Darn you anyways.
Check this out. He gets a big drum solo in the second set.
Okay.
It's insane.
Dang.
I don't know, Jim. What do you think? We should go, shouldn't we?
Split the bill, maybe. No, you can't do that.
It'll be too hard because it's an hour away.
Yeah.
If-
Maybe we could jump on a drone and they could fly us there.
Matt, you're on special assignment. You're in Akron that night.
Find us a drone.
Go get a drone and fly it up the ass. No, I'm sorry. Get a drone. Get some footage. I don't know. We need doppelgangers, man. We need people that look like us so we can be at two places at the same time. Don't you think?
Something like that.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be fantastic. All right. Got to jump into another song. We got to knock these out. And I haven't played this yet. I got another one for you. All right. This is a new song, Jim. You always talk about this week after week. This is 51 Boneyard. This is song's called Behind the Black Wall. There you go. They're from Florida. F-L.
Hope I like it.
Knock it up. Right in.
is 51 Boneyard. Johnny Rocker said loves the Misfits vibe.
I was just talking, and I was thinking, Johnny, we got to get you on the show.
You know, I had him on the show.
Oh, so
You
much
missed
I
it
know.
because you were in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Well, we
He-
got to do it again.
yeah.
I mean, heck yeah. Are you up for that?
Yeah, now that Mr. Moonlight is back, he's been back for a while, but now you could come on when Mr. Moonlight's on. So we're booking for April, okay? So, Johnny, just let us know when you want to be on, and bring that drummer with you.
Yeah.
I'll make a deal with you, Johnny. If you come on in April and you bring that drummer on the show, we'll be seeing you February 22nd at the Solid Gold Lounge.
That's all it takes.
Because I'm going to tell you this, Johnny, and this might ruffle a few feathers, okay? But I'm going to say it anyway because I don't give a shit tonight. Because the government's pissed me off. So I'm on the edge, buddy. So I'm going to say this to you. I love Oblivia, right? Ben Kyle's a great guy. But and Inherently Lost is very cool too. But Convey the Signs, they ain't giving any love to Outlaw Radio. And we play them all the time. They're on rotation with Rockstar Radio Underground Live and 365. So we shared invites to that show in Vortex with all our fans, right? I don't like the fact that I don't get any love from them.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of bullshit when
Two-way
we
street.
play a lot of their music. Yeah, it's a two-way street. You're exactly right. And My Cleveland Project, they support everyone, dude. They're not selective with their support.
They get it.
If you care about Cleveland, you support everyone, bro. We support rap. Me and Jim don't do rap at all. But we have friends in the rap game, and we support them.
That's right.
Aaron Indo,
Mm-hmm.
Cody, Air It Out, the Air MC band. Yeah, we support everyone. So I don't like that. We'll be seeing you February 22nd. What do you think?
It's a date.
Think I ruffled feathers with that?
I don't know if they're listening, but I don't think they would. They are.
I don't like people that speak out of both sides of their mouth. Tell me you like me and then stab me in the back. That's not cool. Not cool. So Johnny Rocker said absolutely. Got to support everyone. High tide raises all ships.
Cool
Good
saying.
freaking point. You're right. You got to support.
That's good.
All right. So we are out of time. We have been Outlaw Radio. We had a blast tonight.
Yes, we did.
You have a good time, Jim?
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Yeah. I always have a good time.
I'm gonna go watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think real soon. I got my interest up on that monolith.
So we talked about a lot of cool stuff today. Talked about drones. We played a lot of good music.
I think I'm gonna learn another riff, another Delta blues riff.
We're gonna have
To
new music.
Band upon that. Do 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 ding ding ding.
Holy crap! Trash Man Dean is here.
No.
Trash Man Dean. You made a late
Whoa.
stop.
The
but
game
we're
must be over or something.
happy to see you. The
Man.
game's over. Who won, guys? Let us know because we didn't watch any of it.
Every time I went in there, the commercial was on. Gee, I'm
Yeah.
not surprised about that. But I got this USA Gibson. Oh, it's the hottest thing. And it's a Floyd Rose, and I can't even tune the thing right now. So I need your help there.
Yeah, Dean. Okay, so Trash Man, we're both having problems. He has a guitar that I want to use in the studio, but we cannot get it to tune. We cannot, and when we do, we're breaking strings on it. It's a Floyd Rose locking tremolo. It's a Gibson. I want to use it in the studio to play on Darren Ironside's song from, the guy from United Kingdom, the Midnight
Yeah.
Whiskey Massacre. He sent me the song I want to play on it. He wants to get that fixed. I have a Tele Deluxe that the input jack is all screwed up. I tried to fix it myself, but I fucked it up.
So we'll be talking to you about that. With the
Yeah.
Floyd Rose, you have that whammy bar and that whole bridge there. When I tune it up, the whole thing lifts. It doesn't stay. It lifts up like that the more I tune it.
The floating bridge is
It's
just
ridiculous. I don't.
so out of whack.
How is that?
And I want to use it to do massive dive bombs and crazy tremolo stuff. And I'm afraid I'm going to rip it right off the thing because it's just not, I don't know. We need you to look at it, buddy. But my Cleveland Project said we are in this together. And I totally believe that.
Good.
Matt Gutka said, thanks again, Jeff and Mr. Moonlight. 2001 is an awesome movie. Jim, watch it. Very deep.
Oh, I love it.
And he likes the monolith in that.
And I like the follow-up one, too. That was really good, too.
And then Trashman said, I got you. He can fix both our guitars.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he's going to fix our guitars.
So we could meet maybe at the Whiskeyville.
Yeah, I was thinking when we have our meeting at Whiskeyville, which I'm not sure if it's this coming or the following, whenever we can get everybody there at once, or at least the majority of the people that can make the decisions as to what we're going to do with the show at Boutique. But I was thinking we could bring our guitars with us that night, and then I could just hand my guitar to Trash Man, and he could fix it up for me.
I got that guitar like 15 years ago, and I've never been able to use it. It is an unbelievable guitar.
The
but
Gibson with the
you
Floyd
can't
Rose.
tune it, though.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the USA Gibson? It's 3 pickups. It is just...
It's a sharp-looking guitar, though, man.
Man.
It looks sharp, and if I think it could be set up correctly, that would sound really good.
I'm going to get it right now. Hold on.
You want to show it to him? There he goes, man. But, yeah, we're finishing up the show. Jim's going to show you a little snapshot of what the guitar looks like. Watch out. Then.
Okay.
You have old knees.
Okay, that's...
Yeah.
You really can't tell, but this whammy bar right here, when I tune it, it just lifts up. It doesn't stay parallel. The whole thing goes like that. I know you can't really see it, but and it so this is what it looked like. They didn't last long. They came and went really quick. Pretty much like the my Gibson Nighthawk too. Those didn't really.
Yeah, it looks like
do
an
too good.
Ibanez when you look at it, but it's a Gibson, man. And it has a really good... We've played it in the basement at Bassbird. It sounds really good. It's just we cannot freaking tune it.
Not
and
even
then once we
close.
can't even get close, and then when we do and we lock it down, it goes whack out of tune. So I don't know. And I want to use a Floyd Rose on the song, but I don't have a guitar with a Floyd Rose. I got a guitar with a tremolo, but you can't bend that too far. You break the neck and all the strings and everything. I'm not going to do that to my guitar. So Dean said sweet. He likes it. So I have a copy of 70s Deluxe Telly that you're going to love too. Sounds really good. But Jim, we're at that time. We got to finish out the show. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Super Bowl Sunday. It was a great show. We had fun with Matt. We had fun with everybody. It was a blast. And we will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. Very special show with the Paranormal Chef. He'll be there. Jim will be there. I'll be there. We have Vintage Blonde stopping by from Chicago, right? And Gregory Nicholas. It's going to be fun.
See ya.
All right, good night. This is I Moved On by DSR. Take it easy, Cleveland. We love you.
Wow.
I should have noticed just a few years before. My heart feels like ice now. Yes, I'll sleep when I'm dead and gone. I moved on, yeah. I'm still here, yeah. I moved on, yeah. I'm still here. foot at the door. I wasted my time again. I guess I'll sleep when I'm dead and gone. I moved on, yeah. I'm still here, yeah. I moved on, yeah. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I moved on, yeah. I'm still here, yeah. I'm moving on and on and on and on. I sleep when I'm dead, yeah. I sleep when I'm dead. I sleep when I'm dead. Yeah. I sleep when I'm dead. Yeah.
Outlaw Radio. Good night, Cleveland. We're Outlaw Radio. We'll see you next Sunday.
We love
you. Be
ya.
good. We love you, baby.